So 2012 was the year the best game ever dropped, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and with a whole new way to see progress in zombies with a brand new ranking system. Throughout its shrouded mystery of how to achieve its max rank, there's always been something I want to do, and that's to get there only using the shotguns. Why? Because the rank is called shotgun rank, and I like to punish myself, so that's what this video is all about. Before we get to the video though, I'd like to lay out the rules. The only guns allowed are Olympia, S12, M1216, Remington, KSG, Executioner, Blundergat, non-acid gat version, Bowie knife, galvanicles, claymores, semtexes and monks are allowed due to being fairly useless at killing on the high rounds. I am not ever allowed to even pick up a non-shotgun weapon ever. This means all box spins must be done in full, which painfully extends my time trying to get shotguns I want out the box. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So day one begins and we start off with a bit of die-rise, getting Olympia straight away off the wall, go down the elevator shaft, turn on power, buy the Remington and then acquire Juggernaut. After which we purchase some of them lovely claymores, use them to game end the jumping jacks, making sure to not get the extra perk as we don't want quick revive. Have a bit of a red screen incident on round 8, but we survive and get the second perk, which of course has to be double tap 2.0. For the extra firepower, baby! Acquire the galvanicles on round 10, and fist the jumping jack really deep on round 11 to fetch that max ammo right out of him. After not giving a fuck, I get my final 2 perks of Speed Cola, and for some strange reason on my first game of this challenge, Quick Revive, which earlier said I don't want, but we all make mistakes, that's how I got here. After a few box spins later, we acquire the weapon which will carry me to the max rank, that being the Executioner, so we then go and pack a punch it straight away along with the Olympia. Now let me know down below which gang you're in, as I'm in the Olympia gang now, baby. We also acquired a free perk of Mule Kick from the Jumping Jacks. I was being risky in my first game, but it played off. Then we just start training in a classic canteen room from which we make bank, so we're going to deposit all of our dirty monies into the showers. Making our way back, we get a red screen, which is not good, but we are the best zombie player around to survive with ease. Which means we get round 30, then have another red screen around 31 and 32. But 32 is where we have our first download challenge and also our first death. We then go on to the best map ever made and my favourite, Mob the Dead. Get ourselves Olympia again and start turning stuff on so we can get Jug. Unfortunately we go down and I was not happy, so we buy Jug again and go down again. So we buy Jug and go down again and then we die. Oh well, what better way to bring back happiness than going to see Leroy and being able to set yourself up extremely early with a bank loan. So that's exactly what we do by getting our perks and weapons and making it through the Witch's house, being lucky and getting stamina up as our freebie perk and getting to the pack-a-punch machine. Then we get extremely lucky after making our way out the Witches again by getting Vault Trade as our 6th perk. However, this luck does not last and we die in round 21. So what better way to go and play Origins and die in round 2. Then go straight back to Origins again and do one better and die on round 3. It seems the bigger maps aren't for me, so we go next to a nice simple map for town and play safe, getting Jug nice and early, acquiring the Galvas on round 7, followed by the Monkey Bombs on round 8, bit of the Jogging Juice on round 10, beef up the Olympia on round 12, only took to round 15 to get a shotgun out of the box, but we did it and then decided why not and upgrade it 2 rounds later. Got the beastly Execution on round 23 and then made it even beefier a round later to get some justice done. Had a stupid red screen on round 28 and then unfortunately the floor became lava on round 31 and took me to my grave. So what better way to end the day one by having to go in Nuketown, get myself to Olympia, then buying a Remington and acquire my first perk Speed Cola on round 7. After which I miss my Remington shot, so the zombie takes me out and I die. And that does it for day 1. Day 2 and we load the account back up and find out that some of the games unfortunately did not count to my stats, which is an annoyance. However, we hope that this doesn't happen again. Nevertheless, we go back to die-rise and get ourselves all set up with the Olympia from the wall, acquiring the monies from the bank and getting the perks, stopping by to get the galvanicles away as well as the M1216 from the box, then later getting a beautiful Executioner, so by round 20 we have all 3 guns packed. Round 29 we go wash all our dirty money in the showers again, ready for the next game and kill the Jumping Jacks, causing a small problem, but not to worry, we survive and make it all the way till our death on round 37. And that is where we left it for day 2. Day 3 and we go and play a quick game of die-rise. Again, this time the stats have carried over, so you all know the drill by now. We forget to get the Olympia and just go straight to retrieving our money. But oh well, we go and get the trusty Remington instead, as well as our Claymore, Semtexes, Jug, double tap, speed cola and galva knuckles. After which we go and pack our Olympia, which was picked up along the way, then get the trusty mule kit for the extra weapon slot. However, we never used this feature of the perk because I went down on round 19 without being able to magic another shotgun out of the box. And that did it for day 3. The stats seem to be stable, so we go straight into mob. This is the best map, buy the Olympia and just start getting everything turned on. Get myself an S12 out of the box, then go down the stupid area of the docks for my first down on round 7. After that, Brutus paid us a little visit, then we decided a little more firepower is needed to survive, so we got the executioner out of the box. Picked up the shield to prevent being taken from behind, and then took a nice cheap flight to the Golden Gate Bridge. Once on the bridge, there was no messing as both weapons got a pack, and then we got a baton straight up the arse from Brutus for our second down of the game. Then why not go for a third down? So we did. Was not messing after that third down, so we went straight back to the prison and to the fast spot. Whilst in this fast spot, we decided to try and train, which went well, as we got taken down by a zombie which was being blown up by a claymore. So we learnt from that and went to the proper training area, the cafeteria, and made it a whole 4 rounds before more death. So that was a great game of 5 deaths before round 30. After that calamity, we went to town, gathering monkey bombs on the executioner fairly early, so all was well for a good game, so we died on round 18. Then because it's so easy, we went on Nuketown and proceeded to down on round 7. Then following on from the easy trend, we went on to Origins, turned on Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4, got Jug, Gen 5, and then died in the mud, which is just classic Origins. After that complete massacre to zombies gameplay, we decided to end it there.
Slap my ass.
Day 5. We launched up the game and the stats yet again had reset themselves, but we ignore that and go back to Dark Eyes once more. Get the monies out the shower and head straight for that mysterious box. While there, we unfortunately get the extra perk of Quick Revive. This meant when we got down on round 30, we had to pick ourselves back up and reconvene at the cafeteria once more. Not before putting all our monies back in the showers and doing some sweet perks. Once we returned back, we survived another gruesome 6 rounds before succumbing to the zombies' wrath on round 36. After that ordeal, we decided to go and try a prison break in Mob the Dead, making sure to grab our Olympia before zapping and tapping. Then because we're bad at zombies, Jug had to be #1 priority to get after getting both war weapons shotguns. Once Jug had been acquired, we went back to the cafeteria for claymores while spinning a box, hoping for that sweet shotgun to come out. We didn't get it, so instead we went on a perk up mission, making sure to switch on double tap and then getting our soda sugar rush, finishing off with some speed cola. Then crashing down to the Golden Gate Bridge, got our weapons juiced up in the pack machine. Oh, I also picked up an executioner to pack along the way. Then we just went to survive the rounds in the cafeteria, which was going well till round 34. So we collected our first 2 downs on round 34, then had to reduce and reconvene at the caf once more. Then to try and avoid unnecessary downs, we took all our afterlives away, but forgot to keep doing this, so on round 43, we took a very silly down, and one dead straight after that. Once up, it was perk drinking time again. Then we had to re-drink all our perks again the round after, as another down happened, then another down happened as well. Then because we'd played so long and the weapons were doing nothing, we decided to let our biggest fan take us out, leaving the day on a nice round 45. And that was it for day 5. Day 6, we launched up the game and the stats yet again had reset themselves, so all of the progress in the score rank had been wiped out and I was starting to feel like the game was against me, which was replicated when we launched up town, started the game normally, getting the Olympia and then having to end it on round 3 due to the lava explosion damage on the zombies. So we went on to the next best map, Nuketown, and tried our luck there, which surprisingly was in. Jug had fallen fairly early for us, so all we had to do was not do anything stupid, and a nice round 30 could have been on the cards. So of course we went and got ourselves cornered and died on round 16. We then launched up farm because we was ready to farm some of them sweet zombies, and started well, getting jugged by round 5 and then nearly dying because I always do something stupid. After which we got Galva Knuckles and the other 2 perks to go and survive for a long time, which was helped by a round 17 nuke I thought. However, my stupid mistake of the day was coming and I allowed the respawning zombies to catch me and end my game on round 17. So then we launched up arguably the worst mob ever for doing this challenge in Origins and started turning on generators and getting set up. This was all for nothing though, as on round 5 a zombie decided to sneak up and game end me, sending me back to the main menu. And since Origins went so well, I decided to go back and retry spawning on round 1 and dying on round 5. So that was it for Origins for that day. And that was it for day 6. Day 7, we launched with the game and the stats actually saved from our last adventures, so now we can hope it has been fixed and all progress from now on is saved so to celebrate we went on to Nuke Town. This was actually a good decision as we get Jug on round 5 and double tap on round 14. With Pack-a-Punch falling in between, this setup was perfect, and I mean I should have been able to go many rounds without succumbing to the onslaught of zombies as Speed Cola fell into my training area for ease of access. But there was only one way I was going to die in, and that was by my own stupid mistake again of letting the Semtech grenades kill me on round 20. Then we went to drown ourselves in Town's Bar after that dreadful mistake, making sure to definitely not do something so stupid again. So in round 10 we nearly died due to the lava / explosion damage, but we didn't, so instead we went to Pack-a-Punch our weapons and then survived to over double that round and died on round 23 to a riser spawn location interrupting my path. We then moved on to my least liked map for this whole challenge of Origins, turning on all generators, getting Jug and the shield all before the infamous round 8. We then dealt with Big P before finishing off the generators on round 11 to get PAP open and also the reward quest completed. Got our Remington packed and then discovered a weird little double Remington glitch, which I would have tried having 2 of them packed if 2 Big P's didn't decide to game end me on round 14. And that's where we left it on day 7. Day 8, stats have saved, so now it looks like we can carry on playing with no issues. So we go on to the die rise and get our setup done nice and early, with a butt plug being just out of reach. We got the trample steam built on round 11, got an M1216 on round 16, then collected the best gun for the series being an Executioner on round 20. Got the monks on 21 and then died on round 31 for a decent start to the day. Then we launched up town and got to the business collecting Olympia, Jug, Galvanicles, Double Tap and Hades by round 10. Stamina up on round 11, and also forgot to mention took the EMP out of the box on round 7 so we could get the monks on round 13. This was all good until the dreaded round 17 red screen due to lava, which caused me to die, so we had to go to the next map farm. We started well and just got to business buying perks and Galvanicles, getting our first shotgun out of the box on round 11. We then took a wrong turn on round 18 and got surrounded and pounded down to the floor, and that's where we left it on day 8. Day 9. And due to being pounded into the floor yesterday, we decided to go underneath it and play Buried. Free my boy Leroy off, if you didn't know that was his real name, but not before buying the Olympia. Leroy then went ham, running it into rubble and smashing down boxes. This allowed me to start drawing on the walls and also access some juicy perks, ready to invade the witch's house to get Pack-a-Punch. However, I got lost in a maze and died, which I was not too happy about.
Why am I so stupid? Why am I so stupid?
After I calmed down, Nuke Town came calling, and I got lucky with Jug falling very early and then getting the Execution out of the box on round 14. Got both my weapons Pack-a-Punch by round 20 and then proceeded to make it a whole 6 more rounds before dying on round 26. We then went to the non-Nuke Town and got my monks on round 12 and S12 on round 18. Just packed it straight away because why not. Then I made a wrong turn on round 24, which allowed the zombies to come and give me a nice hug to game end me. Then I went and had a game on Die Rise, and that went well, as you can see. So we went back to Buried and allowed Leroy to wreak havoc once again, so I could draw my Galvanicles on the wall and buy them, then go and drink all my perks. Made sure I had 3 shotguns before entering the witch's place, then blew up the fighting before killing the last witch. I made my way to Pack-a-Punch without dying this time. Then I pulled an Execution out of the box on round 18, only for me to die whilst it was insta-kill of the same round. We then went and decided to have a nice chill game on town, which was going well, collecting shotguns, perks, Galvanicles, Pack-a-Punching and monks, all the way until round 22. On this round I pulled an Execution out of the box, decided it would be a good idea to try and train up and throw a monkey to collect the weapon, which didn't happen because I died. And after that amazing display, I decided to end day 9 there. We get off to a blinding start on day 10 with a nice game of Mob the Dead, where I died on round 10, having a nice 3 downs to go with the death, which was not good. So we rerun the game and had another unfortunate down on round 11, where I was reading a live chat and not paying attention to what I was doing. But we refocused, got all the perks and made it to the bridge for round 11, so I could pack and had a little scare on round 14, so we made our way back to the prison. Then we collected an S12 from the box on round 24 and had another down, but again we refocused and got the perks and S12 packed on round 25. Round 27 we swapped out the S12 for the Executioner as it's the GOAT, making sure to pack it straight away. Then collected the Blundergat and fuel on round 32 to get the most powerful weapon on the series we was allowed, making sure to pack it to get the full potential. We then got rid of any afterlives remaining and had a nice round 48 death to get 4 downs to 48, which is great, unless you then decide to die on round 6 on town, then round 1 and Buried, However, the round 1 of Buried was where we made our next progression and actually got the knife rank, which was way too funny.
Oh, got to knife rank. Dying on round 1. Oh, you can't make it up, can you?
Then to end the day with a nice showcase from the Remington to get me killed on round 10 of Origins. And that was it for day 10. Day 11, we decided to start with a nice easy game of Buried, setting Leroy free, getting perks, weapons, grab on knuckles, and started spinning the box for a nice shiny shotgun, ready to go to a nice high round. Then we died on round 12. So I decided to hop over to Die Rise, hoping to do a bit better, so we died 7 rounds earlier on round 5. Then we went over to Origins, went back and Buried again and died on round 12. Tried Origins, and did 1 better than Die Rise. Dying on round 4. So the day was going really well. So we went to town, as that's a nice simple map for a simple guy. Started off well, getting Olympia, perks, Galvan Knuckles, a nice early papped gun. So by round 10 we had pretty much all that was needed. And was even better with a nice EMP to Monk's trade on round 11. Around 15 we diced with death, we got away with it. And then we got 2 pack guns on round 20. So decided to risk it all on round 23 with an unpapped S12, which caused the game over screen to be there. And that was it for day 11. Day 12 we started up with a nice game of Mob and of course go and get the Olympia straight away. And then we'll just let the clips play from here for a bit.
I've come to the fast zone. Forgetting the zombies there. I'm a moron. Oh no, that was gonna happen. The Remington is dog. The Remington is dog. Absolute dog arse. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this stupid challenge? Why am I doing this stupid challenge? I can't piss in the cope at the moment. Genuinely. I'll knife into a nuke like an idiot. I take a Remington like an idiot. I just don't think. Oh my, look at those stats now. I had 40 downs.
So yeah, that was fun, but we rerun Mob again, and this time it just seems to flow better, making sure to get Jug nice and early on round 6, followed by a lucky Blundergat in the next round, so we just get double tap and head to the fast area for some quick rounds. Then we get Speed Curl on round 11, followed by a nice trip to the bridge for a few needed upgrades. And on our return we pick up a nice Cherry Cola to energise us. Then on round 29 it seems we get a weird glitch and die to the Claymore explosions after stopping Brutus from shoving his big baton up our arse. Nevertheless we regroup, slamming down some colas to pump us up, and continue all the way to round 36, which is where the fast area seems to be capped for this challenge. I just put 2 downs right after each other. So we re-get our juice drinks from the machine and get rid of all remaining afterlaughs. We forgot to get rid of all of them and had an extra one left on round 39, so I ended up taking 2 downs at the end of the game instead of 1. Because of the success I was feeling lucky, so tried Nuketown, which went well, and that's where we left it for day 12. Day 13, we're going to start the day with a nice bit of me being an idiot, as you can see and hear from the gameplay.
What am I doing? Leroy! 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 I need to not be an idiot. What am I doing?
So after our great start, I went back underground and actually had a nice game, making sure we had all required perks and upgraded weapons by round 12. There was no hiccups all the way to round 35, where I died in the most me way possible, walking into a ground spawn whilst trying to kill with claymores, which yes, we established already are allowed in the challenge. Then we went on to Die Rise, and yet again it's another clip which just needs to play out.
What am I doing? Why am I so stupid?
So then we had to rerun Die Rise because I couldn't end that day's run dying on insta-kill. So we got our monies and perks, then called up the elevator to pack the raw weapons we had picked up along the way. Then made the Tetris jump, which I always hate, across the tower blocks in order to get to our favourite room for this challenge, but not before buying Speed Curler. Also we picked up semis and claymores along the way, because why not? Round 17 we pulled the Execute out the box, this is about the only thing I can pull, and then round 20 we got that bad boy to fulfill its potential with a nice bit of Pack-a-Punch. This took us around 25, when I had another unfortunate ending to a game. We then went and had an extremely high round game on town of 3, because I am an idiot, so we ended there because I did not feel I was capable to play anymore after that. We got off to a nice start to day 14, with this absolutely top tier demonstration of how to train on town.
stupid. Oh, I'm never getting shotguns.
Well, it turns out I do get shotguns out of the box because in my next game on town, I get a way better shotgun on round 18. And I must have picked up the monks along the way in between. This setup took me all the way to round 26. If you know anything about me and my channel, we have a habit of downing insta-kill rounds to the environment or explosive damage, and never the zombies themselves. So of course you can see we died by landing in the crack. You're all allowed to laugh. It was only a quick trip to town that day, and we decided to end the day there after landing in the crack. Day 15, we launched up and decided to start the day off with a nice bit of buried, making sure to open up the map and get our stuff early. This meant we had our Galvan knuckles on round 1 as well as 2 shotguns. Then we made sure to get the rest of our perks and a 3rd shotgun out the box before going to Pack-a-Punch. Then we tried for a more powerful shotgun out of the box in round 12. We ended up getting monks instead. On round 28 we were still trying for a shotgun out of the box, but we decided to just bank the cash instead, which proved vital, as we then died on the next round. Then we fought on our next game of Strategize. We managed to live in a precarious situation only to be bit slapped and die on round 19. So we took the message and ended the day there. Day 16, we started another mob game which has become quite the occurrence and had a down on round 6, which was unfortunate. However, we did not have another down all the way until the end of the game on round 41. I am just too good at this game sometimes. Dowers was next, and yeah, that just happened.
Oh, why is that my luck? Not done this for a while. Go back to try and do it. The zombie just comes out of nowhere and stops me jump. Oh, you're taking the piss. Oh, this shotgun challenge is doing me nothing.
Then we had another splendid Nuketown game which ended on round 6. So we went to non-Nuketown and did slightly better, getting a round 22. Flawless. So we went on the worst map in Black Ops 2 Origins, or at least for this challenge, and died on round 9. And we just left the day there because everything decided to just get progressively worse. Day 17, and we are back in undead. Who would have seen that coming? Let me know down below if you did. Got our 2 shotguns on round 3 and started collecting perks with a quick stop off on round 8 to get a blunder gap from the box and build a shield. Then carried on drinking the perks and collecting the points to pack the weapons by round 14. This meant we could storm through the rounds, so around 37 we got a max ammo, as well as dying, so we couldn't even use it. We then went to Nuketown again, dying early on round 9, whilst having insta-kill, which is a theme if you didn't notice already. Then went on to Normal Town, and even having Jug we got caught lacking and died on round 6, which meant I had to end the day there as I'd had my good game and now I was just playing absolutely terrible. Day 18, we went to start the day off, and yes, again it is Mob of the Dead. We got our perks plus 2 pack shotguns by round 14 and kept that set up until round 25. We finally got the excuse out of the box, which in this challenge seems rarer than the wonder weapon, which ironically we got out of the box on the same round, which we then went and got papped, making the fast area easy to glide through to round 36, which I later found out was when the blunder gap becomes 2 shot to kill. This did as well until round 43, where I downed as I forgot to get rid of the afterlives. I nearly made it out of that situation though. However, I couldn't make it out of it on round 44 as I'd run out of ammo, so I left the day there, as one good game was plenty for the day. Day 19, and yes, if you're clever you can see that this is the last day, but how did it start? Not well, with a round 7 death on mob. So what did we do but return, making sure to get Jug early, as well as round 10 blunder gap. Showed an early pap on round 13, showed Brutus who's boss on 16, then down on 32. Regrouped with the perks and played until another down on round 34. Afterwards we regrouped with the perks and played until an insta-kill spawned in, and I didn't kill the caller, so my game ended with me dying on an insta-kill power-up. However,
You've seen me. Oh!
So after 19 days we finally made it, and yes, as you can see from the stats, we didn't do it the easiest way, but we did it. I was going to get the stats for rounds to downs and also kills to downs. However, with me having these couple of days where the stats went skewed, I can't actually do that. But what I can say, this is probably the lowest threshold shotgun rank you will see, but that doesn't matter because I can finally say I'm shotgun rank on zombies. And also don't forget, if you made it this far, please drop a like because this video has been over half a year in the making, and it would truly mean a lot to me if you did. And I'll leave you with the final words of the challenge from the most handsome man in the zombies community.
And all you little diabolical people saying you're never going to get shotguns. Look at that. Beautiful. Whoa. Yes. Finger.